Hi, welcome. So, for the Blueprint Studios Ninjago cinematic universe, we need to start developing the story. You see, unlike the series, which had 2 or 4 pilot episodes, for my universe, I would have a full season. The format for my series would be similar to The Chosen, where there's 8 to 10 episodes a season, but each episode is 45 minutes to an hour long. And they would be released 2 episodes at a time, first in theaters. The goal for the pilot season would be to introduce the viewer to Ninjago, the characters, the city, the lore, and more, while having fun. It will introduce the ninja and get them started training. But I want to delve deeper into the characters. That's one reason why I changed the format. The pilot season would have the title simply named Ninjago Masters of Spinjitzu. I know, same as before, but that will change soon. Now, for episode 1, the characters that would be prominently featured would be Wu, Garmadon, and the first Spinjitzu master. Now, Wu obviously would be played by Jackie Chan. However, what I want to do for episode 1 is I want to show a flashback to Wu as a 10-year-old boy. I would have a young Wu played by Jaden Zhang. Now, as for Garmadon, I want someone ominous who has a powerful complexity to him. I've heard people throw out the name Mike Michelson. I probably just butchered his name. But for me, I'm going to go with Sho Kosugi. I feel like he could pull off the brooding nature. However, I want Garmadon's voice to be different when he's evil. So I would have the evil Lord Garmadon be voiced by Mark Oliver. He obviously is the voice of Garmadon in the show.
You bit me once. Now feel what it's like to be bitten back.
Just like Wu, there would be a flashback to a 11-year-old Garmadon, and I would have him played by Dallas Lau. And now, the first Spinjitzu master. He would need to have a strong and wise presence to him, and that's why I'm going to go with Russell Wong. And now, with all of that said and done, let's begin. Episode 1, The Balance Begins. Now, the episode begins with Master Wu narrating as the camera pans over an ancient scroll depicting the history of Ninjago in vibrant animated artwork. In a voiceover, Wu would state, in the beginning, there was balance, light and dark, good and evil. Ninjago was a land forged by creation itself, shaped by the first Spinjitzu master, using the 4 golden weapons, the sword of fire, the nunchucks of lightning, the shurikens of ice, and the scythe of quakes. But balance is fragile, easily tipped. Flashbacks reveal the chaos of the Serpentine War, showing humans and serpents battling. Wu recounts how the conflict arose from mistrust and fear, but only skims the surface to avoid bogging the episode down. Now, the camera would focus on a very small serpent. However, he wouldn't stay small for long because the more that this serpent consumes, the more he grows. Yes, we are looking at the Great Devourer, who will one day become a monstrous serpent. As the camera is focused on the Great Devourer, Wu would state one serpent's venom was so potent, so corrupting, it could twist even the purest heart. My brother, Garmadon, was among its victims. We would then see a solemn sequence that shows a young Garmadon and Wu sparring in the monastery. They both have katanas clinging them against one another. However, Wu would lose his katana, going over The wall. Garmadon stating to Wu, "Go get it." Wu would, in fear, say no. Garmadon, knowing their father would be upset, he states, "Don't put off tomorrow what can be done today." And he climbs up the wall, he jumps over it, and on the other side, he sees the katana. He goes to grab it, and the serpent quickly comes up and bites his hand. Garmadon is now bitten. The Devourer's venom, it slowly changes Garmadon. Wu watches helplessly as his brother begins to transform, his kind demeanor fading into darkness. The venom from the Devourer is slowly turning Garmadon evil. Garmadon, now evil, wanting to turn Ninjago into his own image, needs the 4 golden weapons of Spinjitzu to have unmitigated power. In the flashback, we wouldn't see the full fight, but we would see a highlight of Wu versus Garmadon. Wu comes out ahead, and Garmadon falls to the underworld, fully transformed into the evil Lord Garmadon. With Garmadon gone, Wu hides the weapons across the land to protect Ninjago from all the evil influences that want to use and take their overwhelming power for their own. The weapons were too powerful to remain together, he states. They were hidden, scattered across Ninjago. I carry the knowledge of their resting place, but now I fear they may be needed once again. Wu meditates in his monastery, and that's when we see a vision of Lord Garmadon, now fully consumed by evil, standing in the shadows of the underworld, preparing to return. The vision ends with a haunting moment, Garmadon's red eyes glowing as he declares, "Ninjago will be mine." Wu rises from his meditation, visibly shaken but resolute, as he states to himself, "When darkness rises, balance must prevail, and I cannot fight this alone. The time has come to find those who will protect Ninjago when I am gone." Wu then retrieves a dusty picture of himself and the original elemental masters, the allies who once helped defend Ninjago. The camera lingers on familiar faces like Rei and Maya and others, evoking a sense of nostalgia and loss. As Wu states to the picture, "You gave everything to protect this land. Now it's my turn to prepare the next generation." As the sun sets, Wu dons his hat, picks up his staff, and begins walking down a dirt road, his silhouette framed by the fading light. The camera follows from behind, evoking a wandering hero's journey, reminiscent of David Banner from The Incredible Hulk. The final shot would tease silhouettes of 4 potential students: Kai, Cole, Jay, and Zane, each in their own environment, unaware of their destiny. Dramatic music swells as the screen fades to black with the words, "To be continued." This setup delivers a strong foundation for the series while introducing the lore, the stakes, and Wu's resolve. It balances exposition with action and creates a sense of mystery and excitement for the next episode. And with that said, this is what I would do. What about you?